Good morning, good morning, good morning. Wonderful. We are back on a day 11 of the challenge, Get Ready for Miracles. So let me go and find myself now as I'm waiting for you and see if the telephone sees me.
Morning.
Oh, good morning. See, it sees me. Wonderful. So this way I can see your comments that you're writing for me. So excited. Oh my God, I've got such important things to talk about today, and I am grateful you joining me. Good morning, Agnieszka. Wonderful to see you. So as we're gathering, this is for you. I love you. As we're gathering this morning, I want to actually tell you what's going to happen. So I am going to start in a moment with a draw for the next person who is able to come to the course for free. But I'm also going to tell you a little story as I'm waiting for you. Today, I had the most incredible dream. And I was dreaming that I was somewhere in the city, and what was actually happening was that I was in the office of some sort with some very busy, intelligent business sort of people, and they kept on disappearing when they needed something to make a decision on, or when they were slightly tired or angry. They would disappear for a moment and they would just go off somewhere. And I followed one and I said, do you mind if I go with you? And they said, no, I'm just going for 2 minutes or 3 minutes. And they would go out of the office building, go into the subway and come out on the other side. It was just on the other side of the street, and it was in a station. And amazing things in that station were taking place. People were dancing, people were doing shows, people were speaking up, and like I can't even explain to you what they were doing, but they were all happy, they were resourceful. And the person who was with me said to me, oh, fantastic, I got what I needed and now I'm coming back. And so I followed them and I asked them, what did you get? And they couldn't explain it to me, but it was just like a fix of clarity, energy, peace, and happiness, because they looked relaxed, they looked amazing, they looked like blissed out. But everybody on the other side of the street, everybody in that station looked extremely flowing, expressed, powerful, creative, and smiling. They were all very, very, very playful and smiling. And what's actually quite interesting, that what I want to talk to you about today is going to that place where all those things can take place. And today's session, it's called Entering the Field of Pure Potentiality. And what is this place? What is this place? I want to ask you. Good morning, Camelia. Good morning, Sarah and Ella. So much joy I have to see you joining me today on Sunday morning, when you could be doing something completely different, including sleeping. So exactly, today I want to talk to you about going to that place, which is the source of all creation, which is the source of all miracles, all dreams. It's where everything is being born. It's everything, it's being released and created and organized. Some people call it divine love. Some people call it point zero. Some people call it pure potentiality, source of love and all creation, pure consciousness. So where is that place? And I wonder, where it is everywhere, and all that it actually requires is to be still, be peaceful, and do absolutely nothing. So you see, so far, as we were walking with me on this journey, and some of you have joined later, and some of you see every single video, which I am so excited about. I've been talking about doing things, okay? And blessing and opening your heart, taking action, making a list of things that your heart wants you to do, listening to your intuition, doing this exercise and that exercise. And that's absolutely wonderful. And they will all help you to manifest your miracles. But and yesterday, of course, I talked about letting go, surrendering, and doing less, and being in a place of effortlessness. So it's a very perfect place to take you to this new area, which many of you already know really well because you already meditate. Okay? And so often people ask me, who are very religious or who are Catholic or Christian, and they go, oh, the meditation is dangerous. And I say to them, nothing is further from the truth. All the saints, all the people of the highest order who were closer to God were almost in a state of constant meditation, constant bliss, and contemplation. And this is what I want to share, that meditation in its purest form, it's not religious, it's not connected to any sect, anything at all. Just to say it, I know that you know it, but as a reminder, this is where God resides. Now, how do we get there? So there's many ways of getting there. There's many types of meditation. There is many pathways, but essentially, one of the most important things that we need to do, we need to give ourselves time to just be. And whether it is in your own bed, on a special chair, on the sofa, in nature, in the church, in a temple, it almost doesn't really matter, because it can be also on a tube, in a noisy train. You can dive into the deepest source of your being and connect with the divine love. Now, one of the very important aspects of it is that I want to tell you that I have been actually meditating from the age of 13. And a little story I want to share with you, how it all happened, was that my father, as some of you know, has had some special love and dedication for alcohol. And there were times in our family that were very dark, and for me, very difficult, because I'm empathic, very sensitive, and I see things and I feel things, that even the slightest raise of voice would really upset my nervous system. And so sometimes for days and days and days, none of us would sleep. I would not sleep, my mom would not sleep, my brother would not sleep, and until my father would go to sleep. And it was all very tiring. And one day, my brother came to my room. It was in the evening, and he sat on my bed and he said, I have decided, I think we have to kill him. And he says it's a sin to kill your father, actually, but it's not a sin if we kill him to protect ourselves. He says, I thought about it, I don't know how to do this. And it gave me a great sense of joy and release. I was like, oh my God, finally, I'm going to be safe. Finally, I'm going to be free. Finally, we're going to have peace in my house. Okay. And I was very young. I wasn't even 13 at that point. And so we had a plan with my brother, and he was very interested in chemistry. So his plan was to poison him. Now, you may actually think, why she's talking about it on a day when she's introducing meditation. But I want to tell you about the shift that followed afterwards. My brother was involved in Solidarity and in the creation of the Solidarity uprising in Poland. And he was captured. He was only 17. And he was captured and he was put to prison for young people. And while he was there, he read a book, I think it was Bhagavad Gita. And when he got back home after a few months, we were very worried he will never come back. When he came back after a few months home, he came back again. He sat on the same bed when everybody went to sleep, and he said to me, I have to talk to you. And he said, the plan we had to kill our father is a really bad plan. We cannot do that. And I said, what do you mean? Oh my God, the only hope is gone. I said, that's terrible. Where did you go? And he goes, it's bad karma. And I think that we need to come up with something else. I said, well, what will I do? And I said to him, because I was quite sad then and upset and tormented with everything that was happening. So I said to him, well, in that case, I will kill myself. And he goes, no, this is even better. I read all about it. It's not a good plan at all. We need to find something else. And then few months went by, and he comes back to me and he goes, I got it. We need to start meditating. And I went like, what? And so anyway, so he showed me something that he was doing, and off I went to follow him yet again, because I had nobody else to follow in this journey. So I learned how to meditate from my brother. And in a very short period of time, I have found a great sort of sense of expanding my consciousness, diving more deeply into my peace, and finding solutions to big questions. And this is around about the time where I started writing, doing the automatic writing, asking questions, and the intuition answering what I needed to do, and in fact telling me what will happen next in my life. So I started having a beautiful sense of expansion, peace. The life was still tough. I still got angry. I still felt, oh my God, wouldn't it be better if he wasn't here? But having that space where I would go in the time where I was able to dive into stillness has saved my life, and is giving me different perspective, different ability to operate from, which started my journey essentially, and that's partially why I'm here. Good morning, Janessa. Good morning, Justina, Bruce, Majana, Dora, Milena. Good morning, Vanda. So beautiful to see you all here. So meditation, essentially in its natural form, it's diving into the core of your being. At the very basic level, we are pure consciousness. That's who we are. We are pure consciousness and love. And for most of our life, we keep on trying to do things subconsciously and consciously to get there. Because there is peace, there is love, there is joy, there's bliss. But we do other things in life. We try to find a relationship, which is wonderful. We try to do this job or do that job, achieve this and achieve that, to get ourselves into the sense of, oh my God, I've arrived home, I've achieved another thing ticked. But you see, all the things that we're really doing at the very, very bottom, at the very core, we're doing subconsciously, trying to get there to that some better place. And that better place is a place of peace, serenity, and connection with our true nature, with the pure consciousness, which is for the Catholics and for the religious people connection with God. And for people who don't believe in anything, we're trying to get to a place of peace, joy, harmony, and our true essence. There is a lot of research now done around meditation. And I particularly, I'm interested in the fact that the meditation not just calms our nerves down, soothes our nervous system, opens our creativity, makes us more intelligent. Our cognition is at a much higher level. We are better able to make decisions quickly, very quickly, on the spot. And we are more healthy, but we are actually able to create what's good for us a lot faster without striving, pushing, and we are actually able to enter a field where manifestation is, it's possible to manifest something in a second, in a very short period of time, because we are one with what we are trying to achieve. Everything that we want, everything the better. Relationship, peace, health, more money, and knowing what we're here to do, and being able to be impactful. All the desires, small and big, all of them actually are there in that field of unlimited potentiality. But then we spend a lot of time going to courses, which is great because I love courses, reading books, doing this, doing that, where actually a lot of the time, one of the fastest things to do would be to do nothing, to just rest, be still, and dive into this incredible space of just being. Wouldn't that be great if we could create anything that we want in that space of pure potentiality? Now, we are able to do this, but you see, the thing is that majority of people on the planet spend majority of the time every single day thinking, worrying, doing, and there is a lot of noise, and we are throughout the time we are quite disconnected from that field of pure potentiality and unlimited potential. We're disconnected because we're spending time on the level or the vibrations where a lot can be created but through force and through hard work and through pushing. You know, when I was very young, I must have been about 18, I read a book called Autobiography of Yogi. And I was so fascinated with the stories of all those saints. And they were not just Indian saints, they were different kind of saints from different places and different countries in the world who could do unbelievable things, like basically not eat for 20 or 30 years. And they were connected to that field and being nourished and fed through that. Or they could manifest something very quickly, or could heal themselves or other people. And I was thinking, oh my God, wouldn't that be amazing to do that? But actually, this is exactly what we all can do. And I will highly invite you and recommend to you, if you are not meditating, if you don't have a practice yet of meditation, please do that. And if you're already meditating, allow yourself to extend the time. So I want to clarify one thing. There is a lot of types of meditation, but the kind of meditation I am inviting you to do, it's almost empty of all words, empty of steps. And a very good meditation that I have studied and I've learned was mindfulness meditation, or TM meditation, where you just breathe and you focus on the breath. Or at least you focus maybe on one word or one sentence to keep your mind very calm and very clear. A lot of people say, who have meditated for weeks, years, months, that this is truly and absolutely when they enter this field of miracles, field of unlimited potentiality. And as you know, I've worked with cancer patients for many, many, many years, and there is a book that is highly recommended for people who are struggling with illnesses, particularly cancer, and it's called Radical Remission. And this lady goes through many different things that people did to heal themselves, because she interviewed them, and the people who gone through spontaneous remission. And one of the very important one of the crucial one was meditation, being still and allowing the unlimited force of love to heal every single cell. Because you see, when we are doing things on this plane and we are busy, and often this is connected with worrying and being emotional, being angry, being sad, being resentful, but fear is a big part of it. In this noise that we are part of, we are very addicted to certain behaviors and feelings that then create illness, let's say. But when you spend some time over there, in this, or here, in fact, when it's when you have a connection to your pure nature and divine, you go beyond conditioning, limiting beliefs, emotions, dramas that we engage ourselves in that create disease, whether physically or mentally or emotionally. So there's a lot of stories of people who have. In fact, I want to tell you about this story. Very interesting story. There was a lady who she was diagnosed with, I think, brain tumor, if I remember correctly, and the doctor said to her, "You have at most 3 months to live." So she was placed in a special unit where other people would look after her for 24 hours a day. In fact, it was a hospice. And her mom, she was very young, by the way. I think she was in her late 30s. She's just gone through the divorce. She had a lot of hate and heartbreakenness about what happened. She didn't have children, but she was extremely broken, angry, emotional. And as a part of this tragedy and this problem, she actually lost her eyesight. So there was nothing that she could do. She couldn't read, she couldn't walk, she didn't have enough energy. And she was sitting in bed, and someone told her about meditation. And because she couldn't see, she would spend maybe 8, 9, 10 hours meditating every single day. She did tell people that she is meditating. And what happened was quite amazing. So after a month, she started feeling better. After 2 months, she was gaining energy. After a certain few months more, she certainly didn't die, but she got her eyesight back. And time went by, and she kept on meditating and meditating. Basically, when the doctors scanned her again, they discovered there was no more cancer. She was completely cured. Now, why would she be cured spending so much time meditating? It's because she spent more time in the energy that was pure bliss, pure love, unlimited potential, and almost no time in the place where because the rest of the time she slept, where she's created this condition of pain, illness, and challenge. And so she now teaches people how to do that. But a very important thing all about this is we don't actually have to spend the whole day meditating in order to tap into this field of pure potentiality. And then you may ask, so how often or how long for we need to meditate? And I remember when I was undergoing my lessons in meditation, I've asked this to the teacher, and she said, well, you need to meditate minimally for 20 minutes if you have time. But if you don't have time, you need to meditate for 2 hours. If you have time, meditate for 20. And if you don't have any time, meditate for 2. And I said, why? She said, because if you don't have time, it means that you're running around like crazy. It means that it's time for you to slow down. It's to pause and very quickly go to that level of being more centered, being more peaceful, being more connected with your true nature. And so this is sort of funny, but actually it is true. So for some people, that actually may be just sitting down, switching off the computer, switching off the phone, which is a great distraction of our times, but is also a great blessing because I'm talking to you about meditation on the computer, on the phone, to switch everything off. And if you don't follow a specific meditation practice, then just sit still, focus on your breath, and dive into just beingness. And there is a lot of meditations online that you follow. Some things, even I have created meditation, morning meditation, evening meditation, and this is wonderful. But the kind of meditation I'm talking about here, it's empty of everything. You just breathe and you sit, and you don't actually do anything. You don't clear your chakras, you just sit. And you can do all the other things as well if you wish, but this kind of meditation basically brings you back home in the highest possible way. Now, I'll tell you what I do, okay? So when I enter this space of pure meditation, I do the things connected with my heart. I open my heart, I expand, I connect with love, I send the intention, and then I go into the nothingness. Now, once I stay there for about 20 minutes or half an hour, then at the very end of it, I enter a thought that will take me to where I need to go or help me to manifest something. So this is the place where you can manifest your desires, because they're already there, by the way. Everything you've ever wanted already exists in that field. Everything you've ever thought of is already there in that field of unlimited potential. But when we try to manifest things from the place of busyness, worrying, oh my God, I have not done this, I need to send this email, the flow of energy, it's disjointed and chaotic, and it doesn't hit the spot so well, okay? So there is, I've read a lot of things, and I have gone to few courses. So there is this belief, I'm just sharing with what I have heard, that the amount of time to hold a specific intention to enormously raise the potential of it manifesting, it's about 17 minutes. So this is 17 seconds. 17 seconds. So if you're able to sit still and hold something that you are actually wanting to create in the field of this pure potentiality, as if you already had it, as you already received it, as if you already created it, okay? If you're able to do that, then apparently things happen a lot faster, and they can happen instantaneously. Like for a lot of the saints and those great people who are able to ask for what they want and they immediately receive it. So once again, you go into the most loving and spacious space in your being, enter your meditation, just focus on your breath, be still. And once you are deeply relaxed and deeply connected to your source, to the divine, then you can just hold for 17 seconds with every single cell in your body, knowing that what you want, it's already finished, it's done, it's created. So you hold it in a space of gratitude, not wanting, but gratitude that it has happened. And you don't have to actually do that, but you can. So if you do that at the end of the meditation, however long you meditate, then it is much more higher level of possibility that all those miracles that will happen. But the biggest miracle would be that you will become more of who you are. There will be less drama in your life. There will be clarity about decisions you need to take. There will be more compassion and love for yourself and for other people. There will be less noise in your head of, should I do this, should I do that? And there will be a sense of leaning back and being held by the whole universe. So that will be a true miracle if you feel a lot more peace and serenity, and bliss, because at the bottom line, this is all that we actually need and that we want and that we require. But we actually put it onto other things, objects, people, situations, promotions, which is all very great because we are meant to be co-creating with the universe. But the most important thing actually is to be nourished by being nourished by the true nature of who we are. And from that place, whatever manifesting that you do will be better for you, because it will be heart-centered, will be soulful, and it will be pure and clear. It will be very unlikely that in that space, once you get that one thing that you focus on of what you want to create in your life, that it will be bad for you. It's very unlikely. It will all be from the purest source. Okay, so that's that. Now, before I will do a meditation for you today, with you today, I would like to ask you, how many of you in here are actually not meditating? Because the likelihood is that a lot of you are meditating on a regular basis. And what happens when you sometimes meditate? Because some people say, yeah, I know I need to meditate, but I don't have enough time. I would like to say you don't have time not to meditate, because actually when you go into a place of meditation, the time expands, and everything happens more easily and more effortlessly. So we can't actually afford not to meditate, I think. And remember, meditation, it's connecting with your true nature, with the source of all being, with the pure consciousness, where everything starts and finishes. And this is the fastest way to go to what we actually need every day. Okay, so let's draw the winner for the free place on my course. If you already coming to my course, you can give that ticket to someone else. And so this is more, twice as much people actually shared my post, my yesterday video than the day before. So I'm just asking my angels to pick up the right person. Magdalena Markowska. So Magdalena, I don't know if you're watching today, but you have won a place. I don't think you're coming to the course, but if you want to, then you're more than welcome. If you cannot come yourself because you live somewhere at the end of the world, then please pass it on to someone else who would like to come and lives in London. Okay, my darlings, so thank you very much for joining me on this special day today. And I would quite confidently say that the two most important things to do in terms of manifesting miracles. Yes, so Magdalena says, I've got a ticket. So Magdalena, please give this ticket to someone who you love, who you think would highly benefit. And yes, tell them about it, ask them if they want to come, and I'd be very glad to have them there with you. Okay, so I've just actually lost the train of thought what I was going to say to you. But in anyhow, we are going to finish off with the meditation today, and a slightly different one. But I would love to encourage you or invite you, I remember I was going to say, if you just do one thing during the day, is to definitely enter today, if you could enter this heartful space of beingness with feeling grateful. And in that space of beingness, keep on allowing yourself to sit still and breathe for as long as you can. So if you only have 5 minutes and you're on the train, do that on the train. Don't do that while driving. If you are you're waiting for someone and they are late, use it to meditate. Just basically, you can even meditate while you're standing with open eyes. You can look straight ahead, focus on one place, and just very soft eye gaze and just breathe. So more than ever before, today, I would like you to keep on diving into a very mindful, beautiful, blissful place. And if you could spend today or tomorrow 20 minutes sitting still in a very expansive, beautiful place, I would highly recommend then, the very end, just before you come out, is to hold a thought, a desire, or a wish for about 70 seconds. The longer the better, by the way, for 1 minute. But hold it with a gratefulness in your heart that it has already manifested. Then just let it go completely. Consider it done. Consider it created, even though it may take time to manifest in your reality. Okay, so let's sit down comfortably with your spine very straight. If you're not driving, please close your eyes. And what I would like you to do is to breathe gently into your chest and allow yourself to pick up something that you are grateful for deeply, for something that you are grateful for or to at this very moment in time. And allow this gratitude to be sent back to the person, the situation that you are grateful to. You could even be grateful to yourself. That would be wonderful. So just, you can quietly in your mind say, thank you so much for this Think being present in my life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And allow your heart to open. Feel the gratitude spreading through your body. And then just soon after that, you see this beautiful river of light coming out of your heart in all directions. And it's expanding beyond your body, and you're expanding with the light. So you go beyond your body, beyond the room, gently and softly beyond the city, gently and softly beyond this country where you live. You keep on expanding at the same time in all directions, beyond Europe, the continent where you live. And you keep on expanding beyond of the beyond till you are holding there in your loving consciousness the whole planet. Sending love to the planet, to all the people. And you keep on expanding till you reach the end of the universe. I would love you to now expand far beyond the earth, going far beyond the earth, to actually become aware of the vastness of this universe, universes. And keep on expanding even further and just notice how you feel. And I would love you to drop now in this gentle silence, being aware of yourself, but at the same time being extremely expanded. And focus on your breathing. And keep on diving into the stillness of this moment. And I'm just going to stop speaking just for a few moments. And all you need to do is just focus on your breath. And now I would love you to think about that one thing that is very close to your heart, that you are very ready now to manifest into your life, that you're very ready to welcome it into your life. Something that already wants to come to you, that is already present in this field of unlimited potentiality, that it's filled with love, miracles, opportunities, people. So now I want you to think about that one thing that you're ready to co-create. Think about it in a sense of deep gratitude that it already happened, and allow every single cell to celebrate, to rejoice, to be happy that the thing that wants to come to you anyway is already manifested. And I'm going to be silent for a moment for you to just deeply dive into that knowing and gratitude that what you wanted has taken place already. See it, feel it, and be grateful for it. Okay, thank you. So now, just before you come back into this reality, I want you to ask in this stillness, today, what I need to know about this day to make it most wonderful and delightful day for me. What do I need to remember? See what comes up. And then ask, how do I need to be today? How do I need to be in order to have the most delightful, healthy, joyous day? And the last question, what do I need to do today to have the most wonderful, healing, joyous day? And just before you open your eyes, I would love you to come back to your heart, return back into your body and return back into your heart. And I would love you to bless your day with whatever you feel you want. Bless the people, bless your every single moment of your day. Like I'm blessing your day with lightness, with joy, with celebration, with clarity that you need to make an important decision today. I have a feeling that someone in this group, or probably everybody, you need to make a decision that will make your life more easy and more delightful. What you need to decide upon. So I bless you that this decision will be easy, effortless, and delightful. I bless every single person who you're going to meet today or you're going to spend time with love. And may all the spaces where you occupy be filled with love, peace, serenity, and may miracles enter your life today and for the next week, month, years, and for the rest of your life. It is done, it is done, it is done. You can come back and open your eyes. I'm just reading one of the comments. How are you feeling, darlings? How are you feeling now? Edita Kalish is saying, thank you so much, Gosha, for your time and video. It's a pleasure to watch you every day. It's touching me so much. I hope we will meet one day. Thank you. Edita, I'm hoping that I'm going to meet you too one day. And we're meeting now. So I would be very curious, what messages did you get when you've asked this question? What do I need to remember? How do I need to be? And what do I need to do? I ask these questions every morning, and it doesn't take very much time, but if you ask this question, it's very quick. And I not only ask it in the meditation, I sometimes, if I have a challenge, I can also ask this exact question as well. And what I got today, what I need to do, so I have a list of things to do, for preparation for my course and email people and all of those things. But what I got today, what I need to do today to make my life more effective and more delightful is that I need to dance, came up again, that I need to dance, that I need to laugh, and that I need to shake. Your being will tell you what you actually need. If you're sick, if you are tired, if you're exhausted, if you have a challenge to resolve. But we need to go to where we need to get this knowledge from. Yes, we can ask someone to advise us. Absolutely, it's great. But how about if the first place where we go is to the field of nothingness, where you are nothing, nobody, you're just pure love, okay? A good person to if you want to read something, I know many people like reading in this group. If you want to follow something useful or meet someone, it's his name is Joe Dispenza, Dr. Joe Dispenza. He is running amazing whole week courses where people go through miracle after miracle after miracle, and they are on wheelchairs. They come out of wheelchairs, they have problems, it shifts, it changes instantaneously, but they spend almost the whole day, every day meditating. So that's an interesting point. Beth is saying, thank you so much, Gosha, such a beautiful start to the day, forever grateful. And Bruce, thank you. Thank you so much for being with me today. Please share this video with your friends. There will be one more. I will draw the special ticket tomorrow as well. And I'm sending you lots of love. Thank you so much for spending with me all those 47 minutes. And I'm very much looking forward to seeing you tomorrow at 8 a.m. I'm getting quite addicted to those 8 o'clock morning lives. So who knows what will happen next. Lots of love. Have a beautiful day. It's Daisy. Interesting, doesn't want to close. How interesting. So whoever is here with me still, the computer got frozen. So it looks like it doesn't want me to end the broadcast. So I need to maybe stay with you a bit longer. This hasn't happened yet. So Anka is saying, lovely to spend the morning with you, Gosha, here. Lots of love and light. Kasia says, thank you. Bruce, thank you, thank you, thank you. What's quite interesting is Vanda, thank you. Beautiful people. Thank you so much. It was a wonderful to pause. You know, it wouldn't be wonderful for us to give ourselves the gift of pausing every day. I think that if people meditated more, there would be less violence, less problems, less illnesses, less broken marriages, less of all the challenging things. In fact, they have done some research with the transcendental meditation, and where thousands of people were meditating. I think it was New York, if I'm not mistaken, and the actual crime in the city has dropped down by a huge amount. And that was one of the researches that they have done to prove that the meditation doesn't just affect us, but it affects the field around us. And if there's a lot of people meditating, it affects thousands and millions of people around us. So yes, I got frozen whilst meditating with you today. Lovely feeling it was. Thank you. There we go. Thank you. Maybe it was good for me to stay a bit longer on here, because maybe now I can, yeah. My computer got frozen. I'm not quite sure what to do, because I don't want to lose the broadcast. But if I click end the broadcast, oh, beautiful. Now I can end it. Never happened before. Lots of love. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.